Before we get into this video, I need to talk to you guys about my brand new Season 2 LUTs. I got two new LUT packs that are coming out. One for Canon cameras that can able to shoot in C-Log 2, so the C500 Mark II, the C200, the C300 Mark II, and the recently released 1DX Mark III. This is a great little pack that if you want to try to get some more creative look for your content. And I also have a new pack for the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema cameras, the 4K as well as the 6K. These LUTs will work with both packs. And also for the time period for the next 2 weeks, so from now until April 3rd, I'm going to be offering 50% discount on all these LUTs as well as all my LUTs on my store. Make sure to go out there and create. Now, back to the video. What is up, everybody? James Jackson here, back again with another video. New to my channel, I do tips and tricks for the film and video making industry, so if you like the content here, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you can stay up to date on all the content going forth. So there's a bit of news that are coming out from both Sony and Canon coming out right about now. Most of it is sort of some confirmed, some non-confirmed. We will get to the Canon side on a later note, but right now we're going to talk about Sony. And basically, Sony has announced it's going to do a virtual announcement on April 20th. Which is roughly around the time when NAB was going to be kicking off. Now, they haven't said or hinted at anything that they specifically were going to announce. A lot of people right now are assuming that it's going to be the A7S Mark III or the A7S III. And if you've seen my previous video, I pretty much have given a very controversial opinion, which I've done in the past, and I'm not afraid to do it again. I'm just speaking to basically what I'm seeing right now, what I see, and I see that I don't see Sony continuing the A7S lineup because of the way technology is going. The A7S doesn't really fit into the bill, giving its megapixel count. Now, a lot of people have gave me commented and said they would like megapixel count, and while that is true, remember this lineup is still sort of more aimed towards photography, the alpha line. Now obviously the A7S is more of a video shooter because of its low megapixel count than a still shooters. Having said that, I still am on the belief that I'm not really convinced yet that Sony is going to ever release that camera. This virtual announcement does give a little help, but keep in mind they never actually said or even hinted that they will be announcing an A7S III. Everybody's just assuming it is because of the long period between the last A7S lineup. But Sony themselves have never actually said they are going to announce an A7S on April 20th. Keep in mind, guys, if you've been to one of the NAB conferences previously, this is the conference. This is basically the pre-conference before the actual convention itself, where people like Sony, Canon, and Panasonic sort of basically announce all of their platforms, what's coming new with all their platforms. And this is no different. The only difference is because of all the conventions have been canceled, obviously due to COVID-19 and social distancing. That is the reason why that they're now doing a virtual announcement of this. So I don't know if it's actually going to be the A7S, what everybody is assuming it will be. It could be a new line of their. I guess it would be more of their cinema style cameras, but the FX9 is really not a cinema. It's more of a video shooter, broadcast shooter camera than more cinema camera. But it could be like another lineup for the FX lineup. It could be something from the Alpha lineup, but they could be announcing the A7 IV. They could announce the A7 IV. They may announce the A7 R5. Or no, they could be looking at something on their RX line, or even their APS-C alpha line cameras. We don't know. And obviously, they're going to be announcing other products from their broadcast things, like anything that may be involving switching and distribution, things like that. So, and also, you can't forget they're probably going to announce some sort of new TV, some new monitor that is going to become for both commercial as well as both consumer as well as production monitor. That stuff is sort of what I'm expecting to hear from that. So I don't know. I don't personally know if Canon's going. Sorry, not Canon. I don't know if Sony is actually going to announce an A7S. Would I like it? Yeah, but all the rumors of the supposed A7S camera has been conjuncture. They haven't been like they don't have any grounds of truth to them. It's like it's always been something's been backpedaled, and there hasn't been anything that's sort of given any validity to the A7S. It's just people sort of talking and speculating. So, look, would I be happy if this A7S III never came? No. I quite frankly would be happy because it would be able to increase the competition. I just given the landscape and seeing what Sony could possibly do. I mean, first of all, they haven't even released a 10-bit alpha camera yet. Let's get that out of the way. So there's not even a 4K 60 alpha camera, whereas Panasonic, Canon, and even Nikon have put out 10-bit cameras, and Panasonic and Canon are either have or are going to be putting out a 10-bit camera in this small body camera market. So now my question to you guys is, if the A7S III is not announced in their virtual announcement, is that the end? Is this the final straw for you guys? Is this the thing that's going to be like, you know what, forget it? Because I see a lot of people still holding out hope that there is some sort of announcement for an A7S. Let me know. Let me know. Leave a comment below, and just also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram because I also post content on there as well. Till next time, take care, everyone.